Rocky Marciano versus Joe Frazier.
Joe Frazier versus Rocky Marciano. Well, we know Marciano was a great come forward fighter, would lead with his head a lot. Terrific record. I think that Joe Frazier was a more skilled fighter. Very powerful left hook. Great amateur pedigree, Olympic gold medalist. I would take Joe Frazier to beat Marciano.
Lucas MATTHYSSE versus Marcos Maidana.
Oh, exciting fight. Two very heavy-handed guys, two action-packed guys. MATTHYSSE and Maidana. Wow, that would be a real fan-friendly fight. I'd probably go with the durability of Maidana and the heavy hands of Maidana.
Manny Pacquiao versus Pacquiao-Whitaker.
Well, I was always a great fan of Pacquiao-Whitaker. I was very lucky that early in his career I had a number of training camps that I was invited to with other fighters I had with main events at the time. I watched Pacquiao in the gym day in, day out, saw him live several times. I thought he was one of the slickest, one of the best skilled fighters I've ever seen. I think Pacquiao-Whitaker boxed the ears off Manny Pacquiao.
Steve Collins versus Andy Lee.
Andy Lee, skillful guy, southpaw, good straight puncher. Steve Collins, I think, more powerful, equally good boxer. I'd probably think that Steve Collins would win that fight.
Evander Holyfield versus Tyson Fury.
Wow. Well, Evander Holyfield found a way to beat most heavyweights in the world. Could he find a way to beat Tyson Fury? 6'9". I remember the Holyfield fights against Lennox Lewis, where I think Holyfield won both the fights, and I think there was a draw and a loss. Holyfield, as we know, had a great heart. He struggled with Riddick Bowe, who was 6'5". Tyson Fury at 6'9". I think just too big and too much of a slick boxer.
Sergey Kovalev versus Antonio Tarver.
Kovalev versus Tarver. Tarver, the magic man, sort of found a way to get to Roy Jones. He was his nemesis. Could he do the same thing against Sergey Kovalev? Yes, I think so.
Billy Joe Saunders versus Nigel Benn.
Wow. Well, Nigel Benn was a very aggressive, very powerful guy, very exciting fighter to watch. Billy Joe Saunders, he's like a smaller version of Tyson Fury. Very slick, very good mover, exceptionally hard to hit. I feel that Nigel Benn might have struggled to catch him clean, and therefore I think I'd take Billy Joe Saunders in that fight.
Vasyl Lomachenko versus Alexis Arguello.
Wow. Well, a past legend and a young man, Lomachenko, who's closing in on becoming a legend while he's still fighting. He's showing us things that we haven't seen in a fighter in a long time. Very, very tough fight. I thought Alexis Arguello was something very, very special. The combinations that he would throw, the speed, the power, the skill. I think that particular style would be a style that would trouble Lomachenko. Alexis Arguello.
Anthony Joshua versus David Tua.
Oh, well, that's an interesting fight. There's look, we know that David Tua struggled to land his left hook on Lennox Lewis. Anthony Joshua, Anthony Joshua, I don't believe, could hurt David Tua. I think that Tua would put constant pressure on him, and I think by about the 9th or 10th round, whether he had lost every round, I think David Tua would have finally caught him and knocked him out.
Gennady Golovkin versus James Toney.
Gennady Golovkin versus James Toney. Well, James Toney in his prime was unbeatable, as a lot of people found out. Who would have ever thought that that he would have given Evander Holyfield the beating that he did? Tremendous defensive fighter, one of the very, very best. Golovkin in his prime, devastating puncher. With the European style and movement, I'd have to say that James Toney would be able to defend his way through a close points decision.